Southeast Minnesota Together is a group that has set out to solve the issues faced every day throughout the region by each community, each business or organization, and most importantly, you. We have hosted 5 regional meetings over the past 5 months to collaborate with you and to hear your opinions and ideas. The organization has 3 main goals: workforce, engaging the smaller communities, and considering how we can learn to work together as a region. People like Steve Hine, the research director for the Department of Employment and Economic Development, monitors the latest happenings in the workforce throughout the state of Minnesota.
I think it's going to be very important that communities and regions like Southeast Minnesota come together and develop cohesive and coordinated strategies to meet these challenges in the future. Because without being able to successfully meet those challenges, regions are certainly going to suffer.
Our goal was to activate 6 to 8 projects that would come out of these conversations, where people would be motivated and connected with one another and have a strategy of what they can do to improve our workforce shortage.
To put it in perspective, if Southeast Minnesota were able to raise its labor force participation rate among the 65-plus population, each percentage point would translate into a combined gain of nearly 1,500 additional workers by 2030. In other words, by raising the participation rate from 18.4 to 19.4%, we will more than double the rate of labor force growth over the next 15 years. But if we were to raise participation across all ages by 1 percentage point, we would increase the collective gain in our workforce to just under 6,000 in the next 15 years, nearly 5-fold higher than without any increase in participation.
I think it's largely a matter of, really building on the strengths of a region and letting people know that these strengths exist and they're worth investigating.
Hine has laid out some core initiatives that need to be acknowledged for the plan to be successful, such as retaining those retirement-aged workers a little longer, acquire and educate incoming youth to be productive employees, hire from all walks of life, use the workforce to its fullest capacity, and, in general, be more open to the idea of change. Early this spring, we wrapped up our regional meetings in Stewartville, Minnesota. Each individual at the event had already attended one of our previous meetings. They then brought back with them their ideas and issues to be discussed one last time.
This was an opportunity for us to work regionally with other communities and other agencies to try to find a better way to potentially draw a workforce to our community, one way through workforce housing.
Nearly 20 action topics were identified in our regional meetings. The groupings ranged anywhere from transportation.
We don't necessarily have a tool in place to allow folks to get from one portion of the region to another.
To diversity.
Everything starts with job. For those of us that came from a different country, everything starts with a job. When you have a job, then you build your new life, right?
And once everything was laid out, we found that the 3 most popular concerns were housing, education, and, topping the list, promoting the Southeast Minnesota region.
If we want to learn how to work together as a region, we have to start with real issues. And our labor force shortage is a real issue that affects every community.
Because of the success that we found in our first year, we will be continuing to host conversations and support action plans around workforce, involving the smaller communities in their workforce and economic development, and learning how to work together as a region.
It's been a very good process, bringing together a few hundred people.
I just love the interaction.
Really nice meeting with all the different people.
Always different people and exciting ideas, and I enjoy that.
We just got to encourage people to come back or stay, and encourage new people to move in as well.
For more information, you can visit our webpage at www.semntogether.org, or you can contact us by email at semnttogether@gmail.com. Southeast Minnesota Together, working together for each other.